Dear listeners, dear viewers, welcome to the third episode of the Sports Forum interviews. My name is Domas Komandulis. I am a member of the communication team here at Lithuanian Sports University. And today I'm joined by Edu Franklinu, who as a high-performance manager works in one of the biggest world sports organizations, FIFA. Welcome on board, Ed. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Domas, and thank you for inviting us today. It's been an absolute pleasure to join you.
So in the Sports Forum, which will be held on the 2nd of December, you will be presenting a topic named an analysis of the talent development ecosystem. So my first question is very simple. Can you please briefly introduce us to this topic and tell us why this topic should be interesting to the audience, mostly representing the sports industry?
Yeah, for sure. So over the last year and a half, we've been working with all of our member associations as part of our ecosystem analysis. And during this time, we've had around about 35 members of our high performance team, working with over 200 member associations to analyze the talent development ecosystem. And we've been working with the technical directors, the national team staff, all areas of the member associations, the football associations across the globe, to really understand what the state of play is in terms of talent development. What's been really good practice across the globe, and where are there areas to really support talent development with our aim of giving every talent a chance. We understand that there are limits at the moment in terms of football and giving every talent a chance. And one of our main aims is to increase global competitiveness. And by that, as I mentioned previously, we want to try and give every talent a chance. It shouldn't be dictated by where a player is born across the globe, that they have a chance. And this is also to work with the member associations that they can reach their full potential, so that we can really bring more footballing nations, more competitive, and really bridge that gap between the top football associations and football nations and the rest of the world, and bring it together for a more competitive World Cup.
Okay, so your role in FIFA is a high performance manager, and I would like to ask you, what is the main function of yours in FIFA, and do you belong in that talent development ecosystem we've talked before?
Yes, so my role within FIFA is a high performance manager. So I've been one of the lucky members of the team that has been working across as part of the project, and I've been working with about 15 member associations myself, working across all countries across the world. So 15 from across the world, from UEFA to AFC to CAF to CONCACAF. So I've been really fortunate to do that. And we've been working, as I said, with the member associations, the teams within there, to really understand, like I say, understand what they're doing to support talent development, and what their plans are for the future, their strengths, their opportunities, as part of a year-long process. And as part of this process, we conducted interviews, we got surveys, we got lots of data points, and we've been now bringing those together to develop a global report that got published last year, this year in May, and again, just to really analyze where we are moving forward and how we can bridge this global competitiveness.
How did the COVID-19 pandemic complicate your job, and how are the young talents adjusting to the new pandemic times?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it affected every aspect of the global community. And when we started this project, the project was planned for us to go and travel to each of our nations that we were allocated as part of the team, to to go with them for a week-long stay, to do the interviews, to collect the data, and to see what they're doing in person. Now, of course, with the impact of COVID, that wasn't possible. So everything became online over the year, and we adapted to that. Now, what the positive came out of that, and I think one of the positives that came out about COVID-19 was that everything like today has become online. And actually it becomes a lot easier to have more frequent communication. And what we found as a positive of the whole process was that we were able to build long-term relationships with our member associations moving forward. And that, I think, has really brought FIFA closer to its members, and for us to get a real deeper understanding of how a footballing ecosystem within a country functions. Now, of course, our next stage of the project is to actually go out to the countries and obviously see it in person and see how this works. Because we appreciate that when we did our analysis, it was a massive transition period with the impact of COVID. No one knew what was going to happen. And we appreciate now that from when we started the analysis in 2020, football associations and the football ecosystem is now starting to have the impact moving forward within that, from a financial impact and everything it has within the ecosystem. So now we are understanding a little bit more of the impact, and then how can we support that moving forward as part of our ecosystem analysis.
So just a quick reminder that sports forum organized by Lithuanian Sports University will be held on the 2nd of December. And since you are a lecturer, I want to ask you one last question. Why do you think an event like Sports Forum should be interesting and important to the people from the sports world? And what will they get if they join us on December 2nd?
Well, for me, I think when you have forums like this, it's a great opportunity to share knowledge and to build upon your network. And this is really key. And you'll have a plethora of expertise from different backgrounds that can really bring a community, a sports community together. And I think, you know, when we have different backgrounds of different sports, everyone's got a different angle on football development, on sports development, on physical development. And there's no one way of doing things. One thing that I certainly found out from my investigations and analysis across the globe is that sport is different in different countries. Football is a global sport, but football is so different in so many ways. I spent 15 years working at a club in England, and you only know one way. And then all of a sudden, I'm put into a place where I'm seeing lots of global differences. And this is what a sports forum, when you have expertise from across the globe, can really bring. And it can open your eyes. And again, just gives really good opportunities for understanding different ways and different ways of doing things, and also meeting new people. And that's a critical piece. Your network will set you up for good stead in the future. And as I say, a great opportunity to share knowledge.
Ed, I want to thank you for your time given to me, and it was a nice talk, and I really appreciate that. No problem.
You're welcome, Thomas, and I really look forward to joining you and all the other experts on the 2nd of December.
Also, to our audience, I would like to suggest following Lithuanian Sports University on Facebook, Instagram, or any other social platform. And one last time, International Sports Forum is waiting for you on the 2nd of December. Edu Franklinu will present his topic. Many other worldwide known scientists or sports industry people obviously will do the same. So you are all welcome to join. Thank you, and until the next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.